Hello, great and bountiful YouTube Empire. I'm your host, Chiin Ferno, and welcome back to Talos Principle.
Sometimes I think about the Middle Ages, about what it must have been like to live in the ruins of a great civilization, to know that so much has been lost. But then I remind myself that while the West sank into darkness, others picked up the pieces. That civilization always survived because the great insights of philosophy and science are not bound to any one culture or people.
Oops.
They belong to all of us, and one day they'll belong to you.
Sometimes you have to find the courage to break down the barriers with an axe. Stay true to your path, for wondrous powers are granted those who progress the furthest. The tools to overcome this place have been provided to us. We need only learn how to use them. It feels so good to write something for the future. Another mysterious computer. Another Ian computer. Complex now, but how much simpler and more intelligibly organized may it not become in another 100,000 years, or 20,000? For man at present believes that his interest lies in that direction. He spends an incalculable amount of labor and time and thought in making machines breed always better and better. He has already succeeded in effecting much that at one time appeared impossible, and there seem to be no limits to the results of accumulative improvements if they are allowed to descend with modification from generation to generation. It must always be remembered that man's body is what it is through having been molded into its present shape by the chances and changes of many millions of years, but that his organization never advanced with anything like the rapidity in which that of the machine is advancing. Dear Miss Drennan, I heard about your project. It's the talk of the scientific community. I'd like to make an argument for why you should abandon it. It's not that I think your idea won't work. It very well may. But we have to look beyond purely practical questions to the issue of morality, especially at this turning point in our spiritual ecology. By what right can we put living beings through all that suffering just so they can serve our purposes? Why create these pale imitations of our fatally flawed species and force them to reenact our sordid history? Why? What you are building, Miss Drennan, is a prison. Even if there is a way out, I believe you mean well. Even if there is a way out, I believe you mean well, but your idea of what is valuable is rooted in the dogma of Western civilization. We're lucky enough to be able to end our global crime spree relatively painlessly, if you consider the harm we have caused the Earth. Why not be satisfied with that and let this planet go on in peace? I hope you heed my words and let your Talos bleed out before it's too late. I was waiting for this. I knew one of these would be just labeled Einstein at some point. Recent discussions have brought me back to an excellent 1948 article by Albert Einstein. I recently discussed with an intelligent and well-disposed man, the threat of another war, which in my opinion would seriously endanger the existence of mankind. Thereupon, my visitor very calmly and coolly said to me, "Why are you so deeply opposed to the disappearance of the human race?" I am sure that as little as a century ago, Donne would have so lightly made a statement of this kind. It is the statement of a man who has striven in vain to attain an equilibrium within himself and has more or less lost hope of succeeding. It is the expression of a painful solitude and isolation from which so many people are suffering in these days. Bizarre, casual disregard for humanity, a kind of fashionable self-hatred, is prevalent, or at least present, in many strands of supposedly progressive. Nothing seems more important to me than that we reassert the value of humanity. Despite our flaws, we must not stop celebrating the beauty of human life and human achievement. There's a very beautiful castle over there. Why do you know these use the new thing I got? Where in the world do I use that thing? Okay, it's used in this one.
You may wonder why I have created these labyrinths for you.
I'm wondering why you're
Why
stuttering.
you can reach eternity only through struggle. But have faith, for these trials serve the betterment of your kind.
For those of you who have faithfully followed this blog for the last 5 years, I just wanted to give you one final update. I'm going to spend my remaining time with my family. Yeah, I know. There are probably 50 plus posts about all the problems I've had with them. But in the end, they are my family. They are the people I grew up with. The people I care about. The people I love. Sure, they annoy the heck out of me. They've said awful things to me, and I've said awful things to them. That doesn't change who we are. In fact, if we didn't care about each other, this stuff wouldn't upset us. Do I still think they were wrong? Yeah, absolutely. Would I behave differently if I thought we all still had a lot of time? Definitely. But we don't. So I'd rather spend a couple of weeks sitting on the porch with my parents and my sisters than being angry and alone. Besides, it's not like we're going to fight about my job prospects anymore. If you can, try to make peace with those you love. It's your last chance. Thanks for reading. You know what the oddest thing is about all this? We're not constantly fighting. Having nervous breakdowns, screaming at each other, we're actually really polite and focused. And we spend most of our time debating the nature of humanity and how we can best succeed at probably the most ambitious thing anyone's ever tried. Like it was completely normal. Like, that's just how people are. I feel like we've turned into Star Trek characters or something. I guess, what's the point of doing anything else? Getting angry isn't going to help. but I didn't expect to feel like this at all. You know what? It's awesome. Many greetings and good luck. I wonder who's buried here, if anyone. And if no one, I wonder why these graves are here. Alright, but this one uses the thing I got. Just kidding. No, it doesn't. This one does. The short wall. What does it matter that I scribble my contempt on these walls? I'm still surrounded by them. It matters because maybe the words you scribble will help others like me get through. Platforms can be used to have something carried on. Did anyone manage to solve this one? Oh, okay. Oh. Well, okay. With a platform. There's an idea. This is pretty interesting. Thank you, my good self. Hey, it's one of the sigils I need for the first one. That's interesting. Rapunzel. Another graveyard. This whole area is like a big graveyard. Please, if anyone with any sensible ideas can read this, I could really use some. Wait, but where do I even need to go to get the sigil? There it is. So I need to... Okay. I think maybe I'm starting to understand, so I'm going to... But I need to keep that one down. Oh, that's worth a shot. I have no idea if this is gonna even work. I'm just gonna re-record a more concise one. Oh, there's a platform here. Okay. Can't put these on a platform. Oops. this episode pretty soon here. Darn it. Alright, so let's see here. Alright, I think I got it. How was your day? My day was pretty okay. Didn't really do much. Did a lot of this. Oh no, come on. If you like this video, feel free to give it a like. It just takes one click to subscribe. Remember that. Always remember. There we go. one more trial ahead of us. And this is Chiin Ferno, signing off. You deployed the dog.
Feel yourself a former member of the living.
I will not fall to one such as you. I will not!
Yeah, it doesn't. Oh.
Look out behind you.
What?